Hey everyone, welcome to Lauren's Book Corner. My name is Lauren, and you're gonna have to excuse my background. It's messy in here, and yes, I could have made the bed before I sat down to make this video, but it has been a week. It is Friday, January 30th when I'm filming this. So basically what happened is last Sunday, I ended up in the emergency room because I got a really bad case of the stomach virus, and this does not always happen to me, but there are times, this has happened before, where I'll get it severely and I get so dehydrated that I have to go to the hospital basically. Which is never fun, especially when you're a mom. It's never fun for anybody, but when you're a parent and you have people depending on you, it is really, really hard. So my whole plans for reading at the end of the month got really thrown off. I haven't read much at all the whole week. So I didn't get a lot of the books finished that I was hoping to, but the point is that our house is a little chaotic up here, and I just don't have the energy still to be doing a ton of stuff, and so it is what it is. This is real life. I know nobody really cares, and my channel is very down to earth. That's the way I want it to be. So, and those are the types of channels that I like to watch. So anyway, today's video is going to be my TBR for February, and I think the way I'd like to do this is I'm going to talk about the buddy reads and book clubs that I want to participate in February, or that I have planned to participate in. I'm going to talk about rollover books, which are books that I didn't finish in January that I'd like to try and finish, and then I also want to talk about some other books that are kind of a possibility. So last month when I did my TBR, I showed you a huge stack of books, and I was like, this is kind of a pile of possibilities. Well, my little perfectionist brain thinks I have to read all those books. So, excuse me. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Yeah, my little perfectionist brain thinks I have to finish all of those books, and so I prefer to just have like a few books that I'm gonna show you, and we'll just go from there. We'll just play it by ear. But anyways, let's start off with book club. So I'm participating in 2 book clubs in February. I'm gonna participate in Roxie's book club from @Roxie Reads. I will do my best to link these channels down below. If you do not follow Roxie, you need to. I absolutely love her channel. She's hilarious. She's one of those down-to-earth booktubers that just feels very genuine and real. She is seriously hilarious. Like, she makes me laugh. She's got a great sense of humor, and she has similar reading taste, I would say, to me. Sort of, yeah. We both like category romance, and she likes some fantasy, and she likes kind of an eclectic taste of books, which I can relate to. And for this book club, she's calling it the Chaotic Feline Book Club. And I thought that was a cute name. So we are reading a Harlequin intrigue. I have it on my Kindle here. It is called Going Rogue in Red Rye County by Katie Metner, and it's an intrigue novel. I think I already said that. So category romance. I love a good mystery. I am really growing to love category romance so much, and I cannot wait to read this. So looking forward to that. And then also I am participating in the Reading Category Romance Book Club, which is hosted by Sarah from Reading Category Romance, another channel that I absolutely love. I love watching her videos. She is another very genuine, just kind person. Not only like both her and Roxie, not only do they seem kind in their videos, but they're also super kind when you interact with them. Like I've been on reading sprints where they're interacting, you know, with viewers, and they're just super, super kind and fun and genuine people, and I just love that. So anyway, so this book club, the way this one works, it's a little bit different. Sarah chooses each month an author that writes category romance, and then you can pick whatever book you want by that author as long as it's a category romance. And if you're not sure what a category romance is, or you're confused by this, please go check out her channel because she explains it very well. She has tons of videos on category and about different authors. She's got hauls. She's got all kinds of good stuff there. So for this month, we are reading Margaret Way, which is a new to me author. A lot of the category romance authors are new to me because I am new to this type of book. And I did buy a physical copy because I'm sentimental and I want to have one for each month. Since I've been getting into collecting these, I thought it'd be fun to have one for each month of the year this year and have 12 at the end of the year to look back on what I read for each month. But I chose The Butterfly and the Baron, and this is what the cover looks like. I love this cover, and I got such a good deal on this. I picked this up on Thrift Books, and I didn't have to pay very much because I had one of their coupons for a free $5 book of points, and then so all I had to pay was shipping. I think it came to like $3, which is, I mean, is still more expensive than when I pay like the Salvation Army, which is 99 cents a book. But for this vintage cover, and it's in really, really nice condition, I was very, very happy with it. And it has the red sprayed edges. And something I thought was kind of cool with these older books, when you open it up, it has this little plate on the inside for you to put your name, and it's like, you know, your library book. The only boo-boo it came with was where they put the sticker. And I tried to peel it off and it peeled some of the spine, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. I have no idea what this is about. I just picked it because the cover was really pretty. I know it's set in Australia, so that'll be fun. And then the last is a buddy read, and that is going to be with Lee at Dark Roots Creations, another wonderful booktuber who's so down to earth, super fun to watch. She's lovely to interact with online as well. I just love her. I love her channel. And she agreed to do a buddy read with me for Nora Roberts this month. I saw that she was trying to read more Nora Roberts this year, and asked if I could do a buddy read with her, because you guys are currently sitting on a three shelf, like mini bookshelf that is completely Nora Roberts, because I kind of am a little bit obsessed. So I want to start reading more of them. But we're going to be reading The Obsession, which a lot of people talk about as one of her best, I think. And in fact, my daughter, it's so funny because she's only 5, or not 5, she's 4. She's going to be 5. My brain is out to lunch today. She's going to be 5 very soon. She knows what Nora looks like because when we go thrifting, or if we're like at a used bookstore, I'm always looking for Nora books, and so whenever we look at the back, she's like, oh, there's Nora. So anyway, I just thought it was funny. This is, I believe, a story that has to do with a serial killer. It's one of her more contemporary romantic suspense type of books, so I'm very much looking forward to this one. So thank you, Lee, for buddy reading with me, and I will leave her channel, again, linked down below. You should definitely go follow all 3 of those ladies. You cannot go wrong with any one of their channels. Okay, so those are all of the, like, projects that I'm doing this month. Let's talk about rollover books because I have quite a few of them. So right before I got sick, I was reading A Killer in Texas by Jessica R. Patch. I am so close to being finished with this. In fact, I might even finish this before the end of the month. We'll see. because I still think I have like a day left, maybe. No, I have no idea. Um, I think there's 31 days in January. My brain is out to lunch today. Yeah, I might get this done today, and I will try to finish this today. But I really like this book, and this is part of a series. It's an Elite Protectors novel, and because I like this so much, this is a rollover book. I'm also going to be adding in the first book in the series. I didn't realize when I bought A Killer in Texas that it was book 2. So I went ahead and got book 1. This is Attempted Mountain Abduction. This series is super cool if you like bodyguard romance. It's about a company that it's a protective agency, so it's bodyguards for hire, and they're all men and women that come from law enforcement backgrounds. So we have a character that's ex-CIA, we have FBI, there's a Secret Service agent, and it's just really fun. It's a Christian company because it's run by 2 best friends, Axel and Asher, and also older character representation in here, and it's all closed door because it's love-inspired suspense, so you don't have to worry about spice if you don't like that. And my goodness, just does Jessica R. Patch write a good mystery. I really enjoy her writing, so I'm really looking forward to both of these books, finishing this one and getting to this one in February. Another rollover book that I'm trying out, I'm trying to try chapters of books that I've gotten kind of at thrift stores or secondhand, just to see if I really want to keep them on my shelves, is After Twilight. This is an anthology of paranormal romances by Amanda Ashley, Christine Feehan, and Rhonda Thompson. And I'm reading the first story in here right now, which is called Masquerade, and there's a dog hair on here. I apologize. And it's good so far. I'm actually really liking it. So I'll have to let you guys know if I do end up finishing all 3 of the stories, but I at least want to finish the first story in here. I'm also still working on this one by Nora Roberts. I'm reading, this is also a bind-up of 2 of her older works. I think they were probably category romances at the time. The first one is called The Heart's Victory, and that's the one I'm reading, and it's really good. It's like a NASCAR-based romance about a young woman, I should say, who grew up around the racing circuit, and she's kind of one of the guys, if you know what I mean, and it's just about her love story. I'm slightly not sure if I'm going to like the hero in this because he's very, very, very macho, and not necessarily in a good way, in the way that he treats her sometimes. I don't like, yeah, I'm not always sure how I feel about that, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. I am enjoying our female lead, and I am enjoying the story, so I would like to finish it. And then I didn't get to finish my category romance book club book for January because I got sick, and I had plans to read it the last week. Excuse me, guys. I got to adjust my leg. I'm sitting on the floor, and my feet fall asleep when I do that. I didn't get to finish this, so I would like to finish this because, oh my goodness. I love this story so much already. I was laughing, and I just think it's so cute. This is the first book in the Texas Forever After romance by Terry Wilson, who was our book club pick for January, like I said. And I actually switched books. I had mentioned I was going to read a different one, and then everyone was raving about this one, and there was another one about a dog, which I got on Kindle. And so I started reading this. I'm not super far into it, but yeah, I would like to finish that. And then the last 2 rollovers I have are Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I'm still doing pretty good on this one. I'm over halfway finished. I'm not rushing through this book. This is a book I wouldn't normally pick up, if I'm being honest, but I've always been drawn to the cover, and I was just very curious, and so my mom and dad got it for me for Christmas, and it's a slower story. It's just not it's not boring. When I say slow, I do not mean boring. It's just more of a gentle story. It has a lot of thoughts on just life and getting older, and sometimes it's a little bit sad. It's funny at times too, and I do enjoy it. There is a little bit of a mystery in here and like a baby romance, but I'm just taking my time. I would like to try to finish it in February if I can, though. And then last for rollover is Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. This is a library book, so I do need to finish this in the next week or so. I'm very much enjoying this. This is a horror mystery thriller, maybe. It has horror elements to it. I'm not a horror reader usually, so this is not too scary for me. It's creepy and it's a little unsettling, but it's very interesting. If you don't like paranormal stuff, though, you probably would not like this. But I'm into it, and it's mixed media. It has pictures included. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it's about because I don't want to give anything away, but if you like spooky paranormal mysteries, check this one out. Okay, we're already 16 minutes in. I'm going to try to move through these last few books quickly. So those were my rollover books. And then I just have a couple of books I pulled that are maybes that I'd kind of like to get to, but if I don't get to them, it's not a big deal. First up, we have The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. I am trying to read through the Mistborn series this year, at least the first half of it, which is the original trilogy. And I finished The Well of Ascension in January, which you'll see in my wrap-up video. And also, I really have a bee in my bonnet to get these read now because I just heard that Brandon Sanderson got a deal with Apple TV and they're going to be making Mistborn into a TV show, which I'm so excited for. I am a big Sanderson nerd. I love his books. So I would like to get to this. I also listen to this on audio and physically read it, so it's probably going to be a go-to book for me during the month, especially if I can't get to it like a physical book. Another one I might do on audio that I also have a physical copy of is Masquerade at Middlecrest Abbey by Abigail Wilson. I've been kind of craving just a proper Regency with a little bit of romance, and that's what Abigail Wilson writes. She's very similar to Julie Klassen. If you've ever read her, I love her. She's one of my favorite Regency authors, and both of these women write under the Christian fiction umbrella, but their books are they're kind of like a love inspired. Like there's faith in there, and which I love. I love the faith content, but even if you don't want a lot of faith content, the story is just super good. They're not cheesy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They're good. They're good. So anyways, I love the cover of this one. My mom and I and my sister, we all love Regency romance. So this one just looked really good, and it had, mystery and romance blended together, gothic tones. Sign me up. And it's not very long, and I have the audiobook, so that's good. And then Colton's, I want to get to the next book in the series. I read book 5 in January, and this is a 6-book series as of right now for the Coltons of Alaska. I'm learning there are tons of Coltons out there because they have tons of Colton series for the romantic suspense line. And I do want to go back and read book 1 in the Coltons of Alaska because I started on book 5, but book 5 ends on a cliffhanger, and so I need book 6 like now. So we'll read this first, and then I'll probably go back and read the rest of the series. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one because this one follows Kansas and Asher, who you meet in book 5, and they had really good chemistry, so I'm excited to see how their love story, obviously they're going to get together, but it's fun to see that happen. So, and then last, I just thought I'd show you 2 Valentine's books. If I get to these, I get to these. If not, no big deal. I just thought it'd be festive and fun to show them to you. So first up, I have this one, which is a love inspired, and this is A Valentine's Day Return by Brenda Minton, and I think this cover is adorable. It's a large print. I actually got this at my library. My library is getting rid of all of their mass market paperback books, and so they keep showing up in the library sale section, and I keep checking because they are getting rid of a bunch of these types of books, the category books, and they don't have very many online either, which is really sad. So I don't know what's going on there, but this one looked really cute. It's a second chance romance between a divorced couple, and it has to do with, I think it's like recovery from addiction. I think he had a problem. So it just sounds like it's going to be really sweet. Good story. And then the other one is a cozy, and this is a Leslie Meyer. I've never read anything by this author, but this is a Valentine Candy Murder, and it has 2 of her romances. So you get Valentine Murder and Chocolate Covered Murder in here. So I thought that might be fun to pick up, you know, a little festive, fun book for February. Okay, so we're at 21 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. What are you guys planning to read this month? Let me know in the comments, and definitely give me a thumbs up. That really helps my videos out, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope that you have a blessed day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!